Hello, it's me again, der Bayer, and welcome again to our luxury campaign let's play of automation. This time I present to you the ultimate version of the Cleres with the mighty V16. This car features hydropneumatic suspension, and with the big V16 it is deemed to be the most prestigious and most comfortable car currently on the market. It is helping our company prestige, and also our reliability is not as damn bad anymore as it was. So the overall reputation of the company has improved quite a bit. Also the racing engagement helped achieving that. So we really now have arrived in the automotive market and are a sustainable company. We are shoveling in money right now like crazy, mostly thanks to the Bramble making us and luxury available to the masses. But people are of course complaining that the Bramble only has a premium interior. And this is something we will change in the future. In the future we will not sell a single car anymore with less than luxury interior. So we will bring luxury to the masses and just wait for the right opportunity to do that. For now, in the next projects we will just focus on luxury as our standard. Whenever the Bramble also gets a new facelift we will change that. I don't know if that is happening in this episode already. But that's enough talking for now, let's jump right into it. So in general we are doing pretty good. We have a lot of pre-orders, 5 months of the sedan for the Cleres, 2 months for the Bramble. We are not able to sell off all the pre-orders here for the sedan, but for the Bramble. So for the Bramble we also have a little bit of leeway here in the factory shifts. We are making lots of money, which is good, and in general we are also well set up for the future. So the Bramble is a 1960 design, so it can still run for a few years until we need a replacement. The Cleres just came out, a 1963 design, but was just released a few months ago. So at some point we just need to make a facelift. Engine wise we have the new V16, which is good, and also aluminium. We have the inline 6, which is also pretty new. And we have the very old V12, which is still cast iron, so this needs replacement at the next possible opportunity, I would say. The question is, what is the next possible opportunity? And therefore let's take a look at the markets and where we are currently selling. And it is quite interesting that we sell with quite some market share into muscle, GT and GT Premium, even though we don't have really a targeted car for that. So the Bramble is just an inline 6 and the Cleres is just a sedan, so it doesn't even have a coupe body style, and all of these prefer coupes. So I would say let's try to really get a targeted car out for these demographics. They are quite large, especially Muscle Premium is taking off. And maybe we can get the money from Muscle Premium, which has a very nice budget, GT and GT Premium. So let's focus on this time and see how this will contribute to our growth. So this is the car I want to go with. I am not so sure yet about monocoque or not, because I don't know in which quantities we will sell it and if a medium factory is feasible or not. But let's go for that for now. Also what I want to do from now on is spend the quality we have gathered in R&D so that we really make the best cars on the market. And for the engine, as I said, we need a new V12. This is a good opportunity now. Size-wise, when in doubt, I would say let's go for capacity. 8.5 liters seems about right. We can always reduce the stroke in case we run into issues. And for realism's sake, I just go for dual overhead cam, not for 4 valves, but just for 2 valves. And let's try to get it going with cast components. Ooh, mechanical fuel injection. I think I have to choose that even if it's expensive. And yeah, don't forget, the switch to unleaded is coming at some point, and I rather think of that right now before it's too late. Alright, we make way too much power. And pistons and conrods don't hold up as well, so maybe let's just reduce capacity a little bit. 8 liters looks better. We still have 20 Newton meters more we can use. Also for reliability reasons, let's go for retarded a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks quite alright. 445 horsepower and 746 Newton meters. And yeah, the name of course is the Godwit. And it's time for design magic, I would say. And this is it, the mighty Godwit. Yeah, and the rims need to be changed, of course. So for GT Premium and Muscle, I'm not sure about the gearbox. I want to preserve sportiness definitely. So I'll try manual for now. Automatic might be a bit better from the desirability perspective, but I want to also separate it a bit more from the Cleres. And don't forget the limited slip diff. This will need it, I guess. Completely undrivable without. So all the choices are pretty much standard for a somewhat sporty car. I don't need semi-clad, it will be fast enough, I will run into brake fade anyway. And yeah, let's take a look at our markets again. 4 seats for GT Premium, 4 seats for GT, 2 seats to 4 seats for Muscle Premium. So I might make 2 trims, 1 2-seater and 1 4-seater. Or just one. I prepared the interior to look like a 2+2 anyway. The body doesn't fit 2 full rear seats, so let's make it a 2+2 for now. Handmade or luxury? So the company, as I said earlier, the minimum will be luxury, and that's for the premium models. So I probably have to go into handmade here. And we now have proper power steering. Nice. Rack and pinion. And this one will not get the hydro-pneumatic suspension. That's something for the Cleres. And there we are. Muscle Premium does not yet like it. Yeah, for GT Premium, comfort would be more important than sports, but I have to make some sacrifices here. Okay, I'm just checking if I have spent all the quality. And now, yeah, of course, no brakes, no sportiness. The front is at the limit already, but I also haven't set up the wheels, so let's do that first. So 1968, I don't know if they already had 225s, so that's probably already on the high end of what's possible. It doesn't look too bad here with the 205s, so I just take them. And let's make it staggered a little bit, right? It's about 500 more. So in the combined material cost, you see the difference in material costs for running not the same tire widths. 500 is okay for me. Okay, that's why it has no sportiness. 130 kilometers an hour, but we will burn the tires to get there. Let's make it a bit quicker. Estimated top speed 293. Yeah, no. So tire cost through the roof. We don't need that. So I might even give it a bit of brake airflow and more cooling airflow just to slow it down a bit. Okay, now it reaches 270 and below 270, which is also good. Still has plenty of wheel spin. Let's tune it for 0 to 100. Alright, now, so the markets are looking pretty decent. So for all of our target demographics, and I don't even need a 2-seat and 4-seat trim. I think I just go for the 2+2 and call it like this. Braking still can be optimized. I still have a lot of brake fade for sportiness. Luxury would be enough. I will try to go for a Leatherworks add-on, and then I think we should be good with handmade. So here standard springs are a bit better for sportiness, but less for comfort. I will go for the progressive ones. And I need to tune my sway bars and suspension in general a bit. I don't want to go too much on the sporty side, so I think we're good where we are. What does the competition do? Same drivability, or I have better drivability. Competitor has a bit more sportiness. I have a lot more comfort, a lot more prestige, a lot more safety, more practicality as well, more footprint, and more capacity. Yeah, excellent. So I think we're pretty good. The only thing that's lacking a bit is sportiness, but that's because I've reduced the top speed, I guess. Yeah, the design quite muscly. The lower half is probably a bit more Italian inspired, a bit more elegant. So again, it's a bit of a mix. I also went for thin bumpers. I could have put one huge big bumper on there, but I thought it gives it a bit more lines to see, and is less bulky, less muscly. So hope you all like it as well. Oh, now I see that we have an intake problem here. Probably will mount the engine a little bit lower in the advanced trim settings. Alright, that's the Godwit, and I don't think we need any other trim for it. And now let's see. 81 months. Yep, money is not the problem. But we can save a bit of time. I don't want to save it too much by turning down reliability. So 40 is the lowest I want to go here. But maybe I have to sacrifice a bit of margin for now, and we can increase those sliders later in a facelift. let's do it like this, and we will get to 5 years. The engine will be a bigger problem, yeah. 144 months. Oh god. But here it would be 5k for a 50 setting and almost 8k for a 0 setting, so I lose 3k of margin, which is quite significant. So let's do something like this for now. Tooling, let's check it here as well. We have 98 production units, and yeah, it really gets inefficient down there. Reliability, I have to go to something like 30 here. And also increase the pressure. But I think we have to go for 6 years. Yeah. I don't want to mess it up more. Alright, and let's get a factory going for this one. And if I want to go into a medium car factory, given the complexity and the manual nature of the engine, definitely also need a medium factory here. Okay, 6 months until 2.5 shift, 3 until 1. I think that's okay. 9k for an engine. No, 10k for an engine. But now I can at least improve the car a bit. 72 months it is here as well. And we need a new factory as well. I should have bought the plots before to avoid the taxman, so I could have easily afforded a plot or two in the previous years. Steel presses and leatherworks. So you see that this leatherworks add-on changes the production value here. I still have handmade parts, so that's the aluminium body, so that's not too good, but at least we are getting into a very nice aligned engine and car factory here. But I also think in the beginning we don't need as many cars, so I will start out with 1 shift. Again, 3 and 6 should be fine. And still we make quite some profit here, so I think we are good. And what do we see here? Yeah, the required part does not look too good yet, and even the price is not where I want to have it. But at least the outlook is somewhat decent. So 41k is the average budget. So as much as I would like to get this going also in a medium factory, I think it's too early to do that, to be honest. These numbers just don't look great. So what I will do now is to downgrade the factories. And by doing that, that also means that I have to downgrade the car itself to a space rim. I will not go with leather this time. Then we can switch to a small 2 factory, I would say. So what I also did was to put it onto same tires front and rear. This should improve our margin because the tires will be a lot cheaper. Yeah, at higher speeds it's a little bit sketchy. We should start messing with aerodynamics soon. It's also the right time, so 1968, that's about the time where wings have been introduced to Formula 1. So in the next generation cars we can definitely use a bit of lips and things like that. Also, engineering time has now gone down significantly for the car because of space frame being quite simple. And I want to reduce the production units quite a bit, so got it down to 180 now for each car. Let's try small 3 first and see if that's small enough, and if not, let's go to small 2. Yeah, profits have gone down a little bit because it's just less efficient in a smaller factory, and also with the space frame chassis. Alright, so now it's looking a bit better, and I think I will go with that, and then I still have the chance to ramp up production a little bit. Still, the margin is not great, but that's because we are using quite expensive stuff in a car. So more optimally, you wouldn't go for handmade stuff, you would go for luxury or even premium. But yeah, we are Might Motors, so it's alright. Just need to fix the thumbnail. It didn't turn down the hoist. It will take a lot of time for not enough money, but I wanted to do this car. Still, we get all the loans we want. We have also placed the factories on medium plots, which means we can expand later. So let's sign this off, and I will not take out a loan for this, because it's just 213 million, we have 180 and are earning quite a lot. Alright, and with that, let's let it tick for a few months just to see where we are, and let the numbers update, and then go into more R&D and marketing. Okay. So now you saw before when we loaded it that it was working at 78% or something, and now it's understaffed, so something didn't work loading. So Bramble Factory now is completely empty. So, or not completely, 12.6%, but it was empty the month before, and now it's hiring again. So something didn't work with loading there, and yeah, need to wait a bit until it's producing again. Now we're producing the Bramble again, and profits are shooting through the roof. Okay, and they're also still staffing. So let's take a look. They are finally able to reduce the sedan pre-orders, which is good. Currently we're selling only 50% of them because of the delay desirability penalty, because they have to wait for 4 months. And also they are starting to get back on the pre-orders of the Bramble. So research currently is 2.1 million. That's 10% of our expenses, so we can at least double that. And marketing, we can also at least double that. I think that's looking good. For Gizmia, and now for Hitweesia, we go for 1 million. Yeah, power, the secondary is that power doesn't cost anything, and it will help us with the muscle categories. And then R&D. Is there anything we would like to have soon? So of course automatic 4 is nice. Turbochargers would be nice. Just general research to make the expensive stuff happen quicker. Yeah, I upped it to 4 million. Yeah, now we're at around 20% again. Not almost, so I can still increase it a bit. Yeah, I think it's time to work on a facelift for the Cleres. Interesting that going to from hydraulic ball to hydraulic rack and pinion just increases drivability, the rest is the same. It also would increase sportiness, but it's not sporty anyway. Alright, increased comfort and prestige, mostly with new interior options. Should we also update the engine and make it unleaded? Probably. Also made it mechanically fuel injected. And also reduce the brake fade now. So overall, definitely a better car, but this upgrade also will be expensive. Problem with the other two trims is that we cannot switch to the new V12 as it is currently in engineering. So we need to do a quick update of the old V12 also to switch it to unleaded. So I, in general, improved the engineering here, also made it more reliable. Within 3 years is the goal. Oh, yeah. The fuel system. Takes a bit of time. Mechanical fuel injection. This is now the V12 project. I will probably change that again for the V12 project and stay on carbs. That's just not worth it. I have the next generation V12 already in the works. Yeah, it looks more like it. Somehow the V16 looks better. Okay, I left everything the same for factory configurations and now just update pricing again. Okay, they raised the price of the Ultimate. Very nice. I think that's looking decent and we should be well prepared for the future. All on 36 months. 40 million is also not much and we can just sign it off without a loan. So that's the Cleres done. The Bramble will have to run as it is for now. And I will now let a few years pass probably until the Godwit is done. Or is the Bramble too old by then? Probably yes. And we are still shoveling in money like crazy. We went through a bit of a bad phase in economy and now it's picking up again, so that will also help us. Highest sales actually is the coupe version of the Bramble, probably going into the GT stuff. That's where we get those sales from. What do we do with our money? So I think we can still do more research, more marketing. It's crazy when you look at it that the average level is just 1 currently, and we are already spending 10 million. Oh, by the way, we are unlocking Fruinia in a few months. That would also be interesting. We cannot market there yet, but I'm looking forward to that. Okay, Bramble is currently already basically on target, but we are also running the factory quite hot at 1.5 shifts. Cleres will probably be alright as we are already selling the new sedan version. It's just so much better. So we will reduce our pre-orders here as well. But yeah, the Bramble is the main cash cow right now. And now we are out of pre-orders for the Bramble. Oh yeah. God damn it. And I feel it. Yeah, let's reduce a bit, produce a bit less, I would say. We're losing a bit of money now, but I don't think it's a big problem. Economy is picking up, so I hope it will be fine, and also Frenia will come to market soon for us. And hello Frenia. And now the thing I always miss. If you know a company is coming to market, make sure you can start a facelift immediately, because your models need to be prepared for that market, some special homologation requirements and so on. And that means you need to start a new facelift to make it available to the market. Now, basically my cars are already within a facelift, at least the Cleres. The Godwit also, when it comes to market, will not be sellable in Fuina. We need a new facelift then. Just the Bramble is currently not in a facelift. So maybe this is what we'll do at the beginning of next episode to get the Bramble going, and also to start our marketing in Fuina to prepare our market entry there. I guess the Bramble would be quite nice in Fuina, quite agile, a bit sporty. I think the people might like it, and we can use all of our unused factory capacity then and also come back to profits. But for now that's it. Thank you all for watching until the end, and see you all again next time. Bye bye.